shouldn't. Here's one across your bow.
But that's not fair. I got no cannonballs.
He hasn't got any cannonballs. Well, now, isn't that a pity? Don't worry, little chum. I've got plenty of them. I'll keep sending them over to you.
A shocking tragedy.
Meet the Wardens. They have an 18-year-old daughter, Sylvie, and a 9-year-old son by the name of Tim.
Just put the knife down.
Well, that's not gonna work. He's autistic.
A silent witness.
I wouldn't count too much on that kid.
It's not the kid I'm counting on, Jake.
One psychiatrist must explore the darkness.
What are you seeing in there?
Primitive attempts to force or cajole him out may lead to disaster.
Unlock a secret in a child's mind.
For Tim, life is a game of solitaire. He sees lines of things. He sees patterns.
And find a killer.
Whoever did this was strong, had passion.
Before the silence falls again.
What happened in there, kid? Why didn't you get hurt?
Someone killed my parents while they were having sex.
You mean well, Jake, but you go too far.
Jake, we're in this together.
Not one single suspect.
All families have secrets.
You have to push.
She was having an affair.
Get me a murderer, Jake.
Please, just stop!
From acclaimed director Bruce Beresford
Tim.
comes a chilling story of mind over murder.
You know, I figured out something about death. It's contagious.
Richard Dreyfuss with Linda Hamilton, John Lithgow, J.T. Walsh, Liv Tyler. Silent Fall.
In a perfect world, there would be no crime, no fear, no prisons. But sooner or later, most everyone learns.
Are you gonna shoot me?
Oh, hell no. Me and you are friends.
There's no such thing as a perfect world. Kevin Costner.
At least now we know who's in charge.
Clint Eastwood. A perfect world.
For generations, thousands of men were lured up the Amazon River to harvest precious rubber from the Brazilian rainforest. The barons who traded in this white gold made vast fortunes. The workers who tapped the rubber lived in fear and died in debt. The rubber tappers treasured the forest that sustained them and despised the bosses who enslaved them. Finally, a man was born who would fight back. His name was Chico Mendes.
40 kilos.
Excuse me. 40 kilos?
40 kilos. That's what the scale says. You're not from around here, are you?
No, I guess you're right.
.2, 168 crucidos, minus 10 for impurities, minus 50 for supplies, minus death, 90 crucidos, 11 crucidos.
Was it 40? But was it 40?
Chico, if he said it was 40, it was 40. It's a bad business, but it's all we've got. Maybe life will be better in the next world, huh?
May I take a drink? My name is Euclides Tabura. I'm from Sao Paulo. There's no work in the city. I came here because I heard a man could make a living in the forest.
Whoever told you that should be shot.
Your boy's bright. Maybe if I teach him to read, he can teach me to tap rubber.
Read?
Yes. Would you like that?
So deep. Take too much and Curupira won't like it.
Who?
Little man of the forest. He wears his feet on backwards, so no one can track him.
Have you ever seen him?
Seen Curupira? No. You only see him if you take too much from the forest. And then he tells the forest to swallow you up. And no one ever sees you again.
20 kilos of rubber at... What's the price of rubber?
4 cruzarios a kilo.
20 times 4.
80.
Now take away 10 because I'm the boss.
70.
Take away 30 because I'm greedy.
40.
Take away 25 because I'm a thief. Take away 15 because I'm a bloodsucker. What do you get?
Nothing. 0 cruzarios.
Punishment when he tried to form a union. He knew this would happen.
How long before the road is through to Lima?
Maybe 5 years. Maybe more if the rains are bad.
Why should we buy now? We can't sell the beef we raised anyway.
It's not my job to tell the great Bourdon company how to do business, but may I suggest that you don't buy when the road is finished. Think about how much more the land will cost in 5 years. Nilo and I, we're buying now, while it's a bargain, and we're raising the cattle. If your company wants to come in with us, fine. If not, we'll go to the Americans or the Japanese.
You're the cattleman, Cesaro, but it doesn't look like ranch land to me.
Not yet. Nothing now. But one day, you have to use your imagination. When the jungle's cleared, ranch land, from horizon to horizon. That's how the American pioneers did it. That's the way we are going to do it. You see that burning down there? I love to see that. Fire's clean. When I see fire, I see the future.
Jesus was a simple man. He came from simple people. He was like you, like us. He said it very simply in a parable. He took an ordinary stick. Look what happens. Simply, very easily did I break it. But you get the same kind of sticks and you put them all together And what happens? Stand up. Break him. Break him. Come on. Try it. Break it. No, can't do it. Not the strongest man in the world can break these sticks. Why? Because they're all together. Together we're united. Think about it. Now, if Jesus were here today, right now, what would he do? Now tell me, would he be right up here, kneeling down, praying? Or maybe he would put his body between the chainsaws and the rubber tree. On Santa Fe, where I grew up, there are no more rubber trees. There's no more Brazil nut trees. There's no wood deer. There's no armadillo, no monkey, no birds, no butterflies. There are no people. 340 families have been burned out of their homes just this year. Are we going to let that happen in Cachoeira? No. Are we going to let it happen here in Cachoeira? No. We must defend what is ours.
How can we do that without guns?
We have the law on our side. The law says that we have made productive use of the land. Therefore, we have the right to it.
The law doesn't mean much around here.
But it's all we got. I know that the ranchers can buy the police, they can buy the judges, but they can't buy the law. Not the letter of the law. That belongs to us. Now tomorrow, the union is going to march to save the rubber trees. Am I going to go out there alone? No. I can't hear you. Am I going to go out there and work alone? No. Are you going to be with me? Yeah! Are we going to be together? Are we going to be together? Thank you. I'm Wilson Pinheiro of the Rural Workers Union. As its president, I demand that you leave these lands to the rubber tappers. They have a legal claim to all of these trees.
It's not lunchtime, boys. Keep working. God damn it!
Listen, mister. I don't know who you are or what you're talking about, but I get paid to cut trees and anything else that's in the way.
You! How much are you getting paid?
20 cruceros a day, plus food.
20 cruceros a day plus food. No wonder you do this work. You're getting rich. Begging your pardon, but you boys need a union more than we do. You got sold a bag of shit. You know that? Leave the city, go to the forest, clear the land, make your own farm. And what did you find? This soil is useless. You can't even grow weeds in this soil. This land is no good once the trees are gone. But they didn't tell you that, did they? No. So your children are hungry and you take any work you can, and here you are, making the rich men richer. And when you've burned and when you've cut down the trees, then we'll all be hungry together. And all that for 20 cruzeros a day. What's your name?
Elio.
I'm Chico. Maybe we should take that lunch break. I'm a little thirsty myself. You pass, friend.
It's that damn road. We're gonna need you working with the union full time. It's time, Chico.
It's time we had a school in Cachoeira. That's what's time. Maybe your university friends could get some money for us. 100 schools and a clinic. 100 clinics.
I keep on telling him what good's an education without an organization.
And I keep telling him what good is organization without education.
We're gonna organize.
100 men without education is a rabble. One educated man is the beginning of a movement.
Someday you're gonna have to do what I'm doing, whether you like it or you don't. You better get used to it.
I'm no Wilson Pinheiro.
And you pass.
That's right.
Don't they kill people who do your job?
So, Wilson Pinheiro is in Cachoeira again. He's got some woman with him, Regina...
Regina de Carvalho. She's with the university in Sao Paulo. An expert in the forest people, an environmentalist, an ecologist.
I suppose she has connections with the press?
That string of shit Pinheiro has stopped me cutting all season. It takes 2 months to dry once I've cut it. The rains are nearly here.
You never told me there were going to be problems like this. Bordon has contracts to supply beef to Europe and the United States. I need that land.
It's under control, Tomas. As our next state deputy, Senor Galvao, what do you think?
Now that he's threatening the road, it's not just a question of economics. It becomes a matter of national security. The road is a military necessity. No road, no laws. No laws, no nation.
All I know is I need to get that land cleared.
Considering Brazil's present circumstances, it would be an act of patriotism. It has always had my support. And if I were in office,
Gentlemen.
How do you get rid of termites, Nilo?
They got the queen. No queen, no nest. No nest, no termites.
They've got an ecologist. We've got an ecologist.
Dali Alves.
Darlie Alves.
Right on time.
Moving my gloves!
A death threat?
No. I promise. Why, just a head. Should have sent a shoulder, a leg. Make a good meal.
What happens now? You leave town?
No. No, I'm not going anywhere.
Beers.
I'll get it.
I know that a lot of us don't read. But I want you to take these, and as you take them out into the villages, I want you to make sure that they keep them.
Is this the Union?
Yes, what do you want?
Have you got a corner where we can sling our hammocks for the night?
Wilson?
I don't know you boys. We've had a lot of problems around here. Try Doña Maria's bar.
Alô, rapaziada? Sala aí. E a rapaziada do clube? É combinado? Vamos cantar meu povo?
Você só pode se rebaixar.
Eu nunca fui tão humilhada em toda a minha vida. Todo mundo me avisou, até a mãe dela me avisou. Eu fui um imbecil. Vocês me traíram.
I'm going home. What's happening?
Eu tô com mais raiva dela. É ela que eu tô querendo.
How does this work? Is it on or off?
Fuck you!
Can you hear me?
Nothing.
Now? Can you hear me now?
Yes, yes.
Wilson Pinheiro is dead. I said, Wilson Pinheiro is dead. They shot him in the union office. The bastard shot him in his chair. This is Chico Mendes calling all the people from Cachoeira province. They said they were going to kill him, and they did it. Don't fight back. That's what they want.
Nino Sergio is dead! Long live the Union!
Isa ma!
The police are everywhere.
There have been too many funerals. They haven't done any good. I have to go away. I have to go away.
No more widows, no more orphans.
Chico Mendes?
What do you want?
My name is Stephen Kay. I'm a filmmaker. Regina de Carvalho wrote to you about me. Ring a bell?
You're in the wrong place. Hollywood is 2,000 miles that way.
No, you don't understand me. I'm a documentary filmmaker. I want to do a story about the fires, about what's going on down here. Anyone else I can talk to?
I'm the secretary for Cachoeira. We don't have anyone here who deals especially with filmmakers. I'm very busy. Say hello to Regina for me and tell her I'll get around to filling those aid forms as soon as I can. I think he's here to make you a movie star.
I just think people ought to know what's going on down here. The burnings, the plans to drive a road through your land. I don't make movie stars. I make films to educate people.
Put your bags in the union office. Link arms. Stand your ground. Don't fight back.
You again.
Back up your trucks. This is our land for us and for our children. The law says we have a right to it. The cattle company has taken the land of 100 tappers and their families. Would you like them to come to where you live and do this to you?
This is the law around here! I don't want to kill you, but I will if I have to. And I'll get away with it. And you know that.
Is there a way we can talk this over?
Not this time. Don't listen to him! Start your saws!
I have my friend in the back. He's been hurt.
He needs a doctor!
Shut up. If you frighten my cattle, they take an hour to settle down. And in that time, they don't eat and they don't put on weight. Do you understand? And that costs me money.
My friend could die.
Well, he's your friend, not mine. He's worth nothing to me. Yes? I started out with 3 cows and 100 acres. And now I'm running 500 head on 10,000 acres. Nobody gave that to me. It was 10 years hard labor. Try and take it away from me, and you will end up like Wilson Piñeiro.
What happened?
Horse kicked me.
Can I look? You need help. Just trying to get you comfortable. So what's your name? You know, I got kicked by a horse once. Next time you put your hand on his ass and you sort of click your tongue, you gotta let the horse know you're not gonna hurt it. Didn't Darlie Alves teach you that?
How do you know I work for Darlie Alves?
He lost the arm. This boy needs help. Wouldn't give me his name.
Genesio.
We're pulling out. They're blaming the rains, but that's to save face. They don't know what to do about you.
He lost the arm. Wazir, I have something to ask you.
What's that?
There is this man who's fallen for a young girl, much younger than he is. But she loves him too.
I'm very happy for him.
He's told her that she would be better off with someone else.
Sounds like she would.
She says that she's tried to forget him, but she can't.
Maybe she should try a little harder.
My question is, what should this man do?
Leave this girl alone.
He's tried, but he can't either. Wazir, I'm asking you for the hand of your daughter in marriage.
You beat them?
This road. I've been thinking about this road. The ranchers needed to make their investment in the land pay off. They'll be back.
I've seen you at work. And I know how much you love what you're fighting for.
I loved my father. He was a simple man, a good man. He loved my mother. He did what he could for us. When I was a boy, I saw him let a terrible thing happen. Because that's what we do. We bend our backs and we let them beat us, and we tell each other everything will be better in the next life. I am not going to do what my father did. No son of mine is going to look at me the way I looked at my father. Takes a lot of practice.
Must be Elenira.
She's so beautiful.
And this is Chico and Sandino.
They're boys.
How are you?
Hey, it's good to see you.
Good to see you.
Hi, Chico. So
Good to see you. You've seen the fires?
Yeah.
They're everywhere.
It's terrible.
Come, let's have a beer. 3.
You want to see how handsome you are on film?
Isamar, are you still living in the Union Hall?
Yes, it's not so bad now. I've got used to it. It means Chico's never late for work.
If we lose the rubber trees, you lose everything you have too. No more deer, no more hunting, no more food. So what do we do?
There's a conference in Miami coming up, the World Bank. We're looking for someone to speak to the bankers about the damage their huge loans are doing to the environment.
I'm going to be busy the next few months.
He's running for state deputy.
You?
The fires are still burning. They're getting closer all the time. I can't do anything about them stuck here behind the union desk. If we're gonna fix the little things in Chapuri, we have to fix the big things in Brasilia and Rio and Sao Paulo.
Does it have to be you?
This is how we can all drink. A hand can be a fist, but it can also be a cup. Maybe I'll run for governor. They say the governor's mansion has 100 rooms. I have to do this. I have no choice.
Like him?
There is the river back east. If you don't like hard work, take that river. If you don't know how to sweat, take that river. If you don't have belief in yourself and love for your country, take that river. Please, take it. The road is coming. That great, big, beautiful road. Why shouldn't we have what everyone else has? We have wide open pastures. Our nation's God-given natural resources. And space enough for thousands and thousands of head of beef. I promise you, Amazonia will feed the hungry world and make each of you wealthy men. Yeah. Some people do not want you to hear this. Oh no, they are against progress. They think that you should stay poor. As if there was something wrong with developing the land that God has so graciously given us. My friends, there is no money in rubber tapping anymore. That's the reality. No future in it for you or your children. Chico Mendes represents the old way. I want you to see the future and to come and share it with me. God bless you, and God bless Brazil!
Because it would take only one kind of pest, and we lose everything. It says here, in 20 years, an acre of grassland produces only a fourth as much as that same acre left as forest. If the land is used for grassland, then it yields 1/5 less. Thank you.
It's no good. I'm a terrible public speaker.
Yep. Hey, my papa says he will vote for you if you give him money.
Tell him I don't buy votes.
So you're giving up?
Did I say anything about giving up? What's this?
These are satellite photographs. This is all part of the Amazon basin.
Is Cachoeira here?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there.
And what's this?
It's smoke from the fires. When these were taken, there were at least 2,500 separate fires burning.
Can I borrow it?
See, these are satellite photos. These have been taken from thousands of miles up in the sky. And now, here, this picture. In the last 10 years, 350,000 square miles of forest have been destroyed in other parts of Brazil. This will happen here unless the government gives us the land as a reserve. You see, here
We'd
you
own
have...
it.
You would own it, but you couldn't sell it.
Why can't I sell it? If it's mine.
Nobody could sell it, not you, not the ranchers. That's the point. If you abandoned the holding, or if you neglected it, then somebody else would take over. It's the only way he's going to have a future here.
Excuse me, Chico.
I found out why cowboys police such big crowds. Vote for him, and you get a brand new one.
Isn't that right, Papa? They gave you a chainsaw, huh?
What can I do? How do I fight that?
Chico! Congratulations, you're a father again. Twice, 2 boys.
Where's his brother?
Sandy. Sandy.